Hey guys, welcome to Community Table, where you and I are taking our pantry staples on a trip around the world. I would really like to go on a trip around the world right now, wouldn't you? So today we're talking about oatmeal, all right? That one grain that sits on your shelf and doesn't get that much love, except for first thing in the morning, right? Oatmeal does not have to be sweet. It's great with brown sugar and maple syrup and fruit and, maybe a little bit of heavy cream over the top, but it's also really great savory. And so what I'm making today is an Oat-gee, and it's sort of playing on congee, which is that Asian, Far Eastern rice porridge. When Bren and I went to Singapore, we fell in love with congee for breakfast, right babe?
We did.
We did, and they would always have these incredible toppings like fried onions, pieces of fish, fresh scallions, all kinds of delicious things that you would put on top of your congee. Like, I'm salivating thinking about it. And so instead of doing rice, I'm gonna do a similar thing, but with oats, all right? So walk with me to my pressure cooker. Okay, so one trick when you're making these steel cut oats in your pressure cooker is to use a little cooking spray and spray down the sides. That way the oatmeal won't stick and it's an easy cleanup. Just make sure you don't get any on the rim. If you do, just wipe it off or else it's not gonna close and seal. Then you need your steel cut oats. You need a half cup for about 2 people. So that goes in, boop. And then for the liquid, you can just use water, or if you have chicken stock, chicken bouillon, any of that, you can add a little more flavor if you use that. So I'm using 3 times as much, that's 1.5 cups of chicken stock. We'd also add some more water to that. And then you're gonna throw that in, put the lid on, and you're going to cook it on high for 13 minutes, okay? Now when that happens, after it's cooked for 13 minutes, turn the whole thing off. Don't let it go in to keep warm. Turn the whole thing off and let it sit for about 10 minutes for that pressure to come right down and the little thingy that, the little pressure thingy goes down. And then you can take the lid off and your oats will be perfectly cooked. So lid on, and I will see you in 13 minutes. Okay, now for the toppings. So first, the most perfect ramen jammy egg. Start with 2 eggs. You're gonna put them in some boiling water. Turn the heat down so the water's just gently simmering and cook it for exactly 7 minutes. Make sure you have an ice bath ready to cool those eggs off. Then let's move on to the vegetables. So I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to my pan. It can be any kind of neutral oil. I'm using avocado. I've got some sliced shiitake mushrooms. I'm gonna just saute those until they get some nice golden brown color on them. In the meantime, I'm gonna mince up some garlic and slice my spinach into ribbons. Roll it into a cigar. Ribbons. Just cook faster. Wow, yeah, it really is so red. Okay, the shiitakes are ready.
Okay.
Shiitakes are getting nice and golden brown, so I'm going to move them to the side. Okay, I'm going to add my garlic. Saute that around a little. Add a little salt. It cooks down to nothing. Sesame oil and a pinch of sugar. And that's the veggies all done. Once the timer goes off, your eggs are done. Pull them out of that hot water and put them immediately into an ice bath to stop the cooking. Leave them in there until they're cool enough for you to handle. You gotta peel it gently because it's not all the way cooked. Perfect! Oh my gosh, that's a perfect egg. Okay, time to put the dish together. Oatmeal. Drizzle it with a little bit of tamari. You could also use soy sauce and coconut aminos. Then vegetables. Yum. Our beautiful jammy eggs. Look at those little bits of sunshine. Some hot sauce, I'm using sriracha. For a little crunch, I'm using French fried onions. I know you have them in your pantry. Normally in Chinese cuisine, they would use fried shallots, but this is what we have, so that's what we're gonna use. And I have some scallions that I'm growing on the counter. So I'm snipping it and then snipping them right over the bowl of Oat-gee. And look at that. I gotta taste it. Savory oatmeal for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Here we go. That oatmeal is so creamy. And those vegetables have so much flavor, and I love that chew of mushroom that makes you think that you're eating a piece of meat. So much garlic, so much sesame oil, so much flavor into a very satisfying and very affordable bowl of Oat-gee. Go forth, make Oat-gee. Let me know what you think. And please, in the comments below, let me know what other pantry staples are just boring you, and I will figure out a way to refresh them for you. See you next week, guys. It was really good, hon.